Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown, and we're right along the ringside, ready to go with another big championship wrestling. Good morning, David.
Boy, good morning. I tell you what, we have got quite a day coming up here today. A couple of tag team matches coming up. We will be looking at some folks. We'll show you all of them here in just a moment, but I got to mention, for instance, a match which features the Armstrongs, Scott and Steve. They're going to be with us first time today, and much more.
That's right, by golly, and I'll tell you what else. A little later in the program, I have a very important announcement to make concerning the World Heavyweight title, and that'll be coming up a little bit later. Right now, let's take a look at a glimpse of some of the folks who are going to be here live or on tape on Championship Wrestling today.
The Bull has more taste than beer.
No one does it like the Bull.
One battery has the power to start all these cars. It's a quality battery, but it's not the one you think it is.
The battery that did this work doesn't have a big name. Doesn't have a big price either.
It's Walmart's Omega 5 60-month battery. At Walmart, the price of batteries has come down, but quality hasn't. The Omega 5 was $47.94. Now it's rolled back to just $37.84 every day. Go ahead, compare. Walmart's best battery is just $37.84. It's got up to 525 cold cranking amps, power to get you going for 60 months. Walmart guarantees it. Over 950,000 have already been sold at Walmart. If you want to put this kind of power in your car for only $37.84, there's just one place to get it. Walmart.
That's real savings. That's the Walmart way.
Hi, I'm Tom Gibson. Tom Gibson Ford, West Memphis. Talk about savings. The big news at Tom Gibson Ford, we can sell you a new 1986 Ford car truck for less than a 1985 model. Remember our famous guarantees. A free undercoat or $100 in cash if you can beat our deal. By all means, write down and compare our prices with 12.5% APR financing, new or used. Shop our rebates and discounts and come see our Ford supermarket where Fords cost less. Tom Gibson Ford, West Memphis.
To Z103, and that means at any moment you could win free money. Only from Z103.
I figure we start off Championship Wrestling right up there in high cotton, so we brought them out here. One of the great tag teams of all time, Jerry the King Lawler and Bill Superstar Dundee. Okay, the greatest. Okay.
Now, to quote a friend of mine, I guess you could call him a friend of mine. Remember Handsome Jimmy used to say, "Whoo, I feel good today," remember? Well, I feel good today, and I'm going to do a little, I guess you could call it bragging, because, okay, if you all tuned in a couple of weeks ago, somebody said to me, "You're going to wrestle Jerry Lawler." I said, "Yeah, I'm going to wrestle Jerry Lawler, because he wants to be the world's champion, and I want to be the world's champion. We're going to have a little match to decide who's going to wrestle the world's champion, see?" So then, some clown runs in, jumps in, makes Jerry mad, makes me mad, so we get up and we fight him. So we become a tag team. And let me tell you, folks, for years, we was the best tag team around here. We done whooped them all, brother. And if they lined them up now, we could do it again. If you took the Road Warriors, Jerry and I could whoop them. If you took the Freebirds, Jerry and I could whoop them. If you took the Rock and Roll Express, Jerry and I could whoop them. We whooped Joe LeDuc, Jean-Louis, the Valiant Brothers. We done whooped them all. We could beat the Fabulous Ones. We could beat the Sheep Herders. We could whoop everybody, brother. Now, I know some people saying, "Well, he's bragging today. He's all fired up." Yeah, but if you got something good, you tell the people, brother. The King and the Superstar, when they're on, Jack, they're the best there is. And that's all I got to say.
Well, right now, we're going to take a look at just how good they are when they're going against Tarras, Bulba, and the Stomper, and this is quite something. Take a look at it. Nate, the Superstar, Bill Dundee on the top rope, all the way down, and nails the Stomper right in the lower back. Count of one. And as Bulba was him with that elbow. Bill grabbed the rope, swirled around. Here's the tag. Lawler hits the ring. There's that strap down. King ready to do it now. Tag on Bill. Dundee nails the Stomper. Billy hammering him around, and there goes Dundee for the top rope. Slammed into the table. Lawler over on top of the Stomper. Ernesto just got hit. Dundee's got Bulba. He got him. Boy, so much action going on. 11 minutes, 5 seconds. The winners, Dundee and Lawler.
I tell you, Lester, play that sucker again, brother. That's poetry in motion. Now, I forgot about them two goofs. We beat the Stomper and Bulba, just like I said we would last week. And I'm telling you, brother, well, I'm bragging for him or bragging for me. It don't make no never mind. When we're together, we're the best there is, and we can whip them out.
Enthusiastic partner.
You gonna let me talk too?
Yeah, okay, Jerry.
Well, all I can say, I don't have a whole lot to add to that. I think Bill's just about said it all. But he's a little confident. He's a little cocky, but that's the kind of partner you need when you're in a tag team situation, especially against guys like Bulba and the Stomper there. And, this is the hotbed for tag team wrestling.
Yeah,
I told Bill before, he came in here. It's no secret. I know that I'm not the only one that wants to be the world heavyweight champion. Bill would like to be it, too. We had our match before. I hope that's in the past, and now we'll go on to bigger and better things as a tag team.
By golly, I'll tell you what, we're glad to see you back.
Play that tape again, Lester.
Okay. Bill Dundee, Jerry the King Lawler, and I'll tell you one thing. If confidence will get it, there's a guy who can flat build it up on confidence, because Dundee has got it all. He's ready to whip the whole world. I think he wants all of them in there at one time. Well, here's a couple of people who were mentioned in the match, as a matter of fact. We're bringing out here the sheepherder, Jonathan Boyd, Rip Morgan, the Invader, with him, because we have an unusual match that we want to find out something about. And this is this rugby scrum match, Jonathan.
That's right. In where we come from, we don't have bloody sissy football players. We have rugby, Union and Rugby League, and we play with a football like this. But we don't wear any armor. And what we've done, seeing it's the mecca of tag team wrestling in the world, is the South Pacific, because Australia made the tag team matches, and it is really a sister country of ours, even though we don't like Billy Dundee. But that's beside the point. The Fabulous Ones, everybody knows that they're now the bloody champions, and how they won the belt was with one of their stipulations, which was a hospital bloody match. Elimination, and in the end, what happened? They jumped back in the ring with a chair, nails me, and then they spiked me on the chair, and they're the champions. Now, seeing that you want to have goofy types of bloody matches, here's one for you. Hey, give me that flag. Take this in the ring. Put a camera on these men here. We should have a bloody referee out here. What I want you to do is put that on the floor in between you. Get in a scrum position, that's right. The football players where we come from, they start off with a scrum. There's a whole bunch of men there, and they attack one another. Now, what's going to happen in this match, Fabulous Ones, if you've got enough guts to go in it, and I hear they have signed the match, right? Yes. They've signed it, okay. What's going to happen is we're going to toss a coin each team. The loser of each team is going to be handcuffed to the ropes. This ball there has got a netting around it, and it has the key to the handcuffs chained to it. And what happens is, you've got to go for the ball all night long. You can see whoever's got it, and if you hand it to your partner and he gets loose, or you get your partner loose, that's 2 men onto 1. That's right, 2 men onto 1. If the ball goes out of the ring, the fans throw it back, and the match just keeps going until there is no team left. You understand that?
But the fans don't have to throw it to the referee. They could throw it.
Throw it to whatever wrestler they want. We don't bloody care, because the whole idea of this is you're going to beat your opponent after death, and then you take that football, which you've been wrestling for all night long, and you go and let the other one loose. Now, if it's the Fabulous Ones, the 2 of them can gang up on the one that's in there, and the one that's handcuffed to the rope, they can beat the living daylights out of it.
Jonathan, I do want to make the point. This is not like the Aborigines match in the fact that Rip Morgan is not going to come in with a knife and cut any rope loose. You got handcuffs
There's
on.
4 of us in the ring there. It'll either be me and Rip tied to one rope with a bloody handcuff, or one of the fabulous ones to the other one with a handcuff. And what it is, when the other one gets free, just think about it. The reason why I'm going for this
I think we got it.
The reason why I'm going for this match is this. See, there's not enough room in all these states with bloody the fabulous ones and us. I don't care if you got to go or not.
Don't take it out on your battery. Tune up for fast starts at Expert Tune. Your engine is computer analyzed and expertly tuned by certified mechanics you can talk to. A 30-minute guaranteed tune-up at Expert Tune costs less than a new battery. Expert Tune. For starters.
What has 2 legs, 2 thighs, 2 breasts, 2 wings?
Church's 8-piece whole chicken order. Now for a limited time, just $5.49. Church's and those guys in the bucket start with a whole chicken. But at Church's, we cut our chicken into fewer pieces, so our pieces are bigger. And Church's whole chicken order costs much less. So kick the bucket and get
2 legs, 2 thighs, 2 breasts, 2 wings.
Now at Church's, just $5.49. Church's 8-piece whole chicken order. It's a whole lot for a little.
The fall harvest of values is here at Rush Furniture. You'll save 30 to 50% throughout both Rush stores. Choose from a complete line of Kelvinator appliances. Kelvinator gives you the most energy-efficient appliances available. Plus, Rush carries all their own accounts. There are no banks or finance companies involved. Don't miss Rush Furniture's fall harvest of values and celebrate the American tradition of excellence with Kelvinator. Save 30 to 50% now at both Rush locations, 3400 Summer and 3015 Park.
It's not just a store. It's over 30,000 square feet of shopping value at Ambet's Thrift Store, where you'll find a large selection of men's, women's, and children's clothing priced far below major retail outlets. Every Monday is Senior Citizens Day, when all clothing is 25% off. Ambet's Thrift Store has jewelry, books, bedding of all sizes, men's quality brand name suits, refrigerators, washers and dryers, TVs, and much, much more. Thousands of items added daily. Come save at the world's largest thrift store. Ambet's Thrift Store, 2526 Elvis Presley Boulevard, located in the old Surplus City building.
Obviously, those guys have never watched ESPN or the National Football League or even Australian rules or rugby. Did you see those 2 guys out there goofing around with like 2 pennyweights playing Smear the Queer or something? I can't believe it. Let me tell you something. If they want to do that, it won't be any problem Monday night, brother. We'll go out there. Anything. Can you believe those 2 guys?
Yeah, now the idea, though, is that one of you is going to be end up on the end of a handcuff.
One of them is handcuffed, right? Okay, the other guy goes for the ball. If the ball goes out in the crowd, they crack and throw it back to whoever they want to.
Whoever they want to. They don't have to give it back to the referee.
Okay, I like that. That's better.
So if you got some friends out there, Steve, we want to be sure they throw it back to you guys.
Okay, Lance, there's one thing, though. Before we get started here and any more about the sheep herders, I'd like to clear one thing up. It's one thing to come out and say something, and it's another thing to do it. I'm not saying anything wrong's been said, but, a lot of people watch television and they believe everything they hear right off the bat, no matter who's saying it. And, this is kind of a touchy situation. I realize this. I hope the fans will understand where I'm coming from. But, in the field of professional wrestling, when you're the champions, we're not wearing the belts out here. We're not braggadocious. We're not showing off or anything. The idea is we are the champions. It's understood. But I'll tell you something, thank you. I'll tell you something, when you get out here and somebody else comes out and says they can beat you, or, you know, gives that kind of impression, you know, it's kind of hard to accept that, you know, like, we have wrestled a lot of teams. We have been beat before, but we've beaten a lot of teams too. But, you know, earlier Bill came out here, you know, and it's one thing for him and Jerry Lawler to say they can beat the Road Warriors, they can beat the Rock and Roll, and they can beat the Fabulous Ones. But there's another thing about doing it. And, you know, I just want everybody to understand that they've never wrestled us. There's no problem. They've never wrestled us. And to say they can beat us is just saying it, and right now that's where we're at. Is that understood?
Yeah, I understand.
And if they want to wrestle us, we'll be glad to wrestle them.
We're happy to. I mean, you know, that's
like
what it is about being the champion. If you're going to be the champion.
Billy's a little hyper today, I think.
I'm making no idle statement. I was around here a long time. Just because Jackie Fargo woke up one morning still wanted to be in the wrestling business. Picks you and picks you, makes your team. And you're a good team. I'm not taking nothing off you. You're a real good team, brother, but so is me and Lawler, Steve. Okay? And I just think if you had signed the match, we can beat you.
Hey, we didn't say nothing, Bill. All we said is you haven't beaten us yet. It's just as simple as that.
Oh, we can soon fix that up, Daddy. Just climb right in that little... Lawler, get out here,
He's full of it.
Let's do a match,
I think all he was for breakfast this morning, huh? I think all he was trying to say, Billy, was the fact that you guys have not beaten them yet.
Hey,
That was
Banana
the
Beat,
point
just
he was
shut up. Blow that bugle and shut up, Daddy. I'm doing the talking here. Lawler, will you get out here? They're challenging us to a match, and you ain't going for it, boy.
Hey, wait a minute, Lance. We did not challenge anybody to a match. All we did is come out here and defend the point that we have not been beat by this man or Jerry the King Lawler. That's all we're saying.
Well, you're going to be if you just haul his can out here. Lawler, I need you, boy. They're challenging me to a match. Will you get out of here?
I think the whole point has been misconstrued here. They're just simply saying that we're about to have a match here, and that ain't even what we were talking about. We were talking about something entirely different than that.
The challenge is to a match, my boy. Come on, let's get up there.
I think there's some misunderstanding about this whole thing.
No, I saw that. Yeah, I do realize that. Look, Bill, I don't know what to say except calm down a little bit. These guys, they haven't challenged anybody to a match. Look, I mean, you know, I got to agree with Stan. I don't know what you had for breakfast this morning, but I got out on the wrong side of the bed, but just calm down. Look.
Calm down, nothing. I just believe, no, I don't believe. I know we're the best. Crawl up in the ring. Let's go. Come on.
Hey, come on, Bill. We got a whole program here for crying out loud.
I told you what.
There's a million people out there saying I'm bragging, Jack. I ain't bragging. I'm the best there is, and we can whoop their two crowds. Just because Jackie Fargo said the great, that don't mean nothing, man. Anybody can buy a hat, fancy jacket, play music. We'll play the music now. Get up in the ring.
Hey, if you want...
No problem. I just want to clear something up, Daddy.
Well, let's get
I want to know
here, and then we'll sign some contracts, you know.
If you were just chicken, just say so.
Oh, come on now. Don't get into that
Look,
stuff.
Bill,
You
look,
guys...
I'm not chicken of anybody. These guys have made a legitimate point. You come out here and you're telling everybody we've beaten the Road Warriors, we've beaten the Fabulous Ones. We've never wrestled the Fabulous Ones.
But if
so
we
why
did, we could beat them.
Well, yeah, but I told you once before. I'm not afraid of the guys. They're great wrestlers. But I don't like matches like that. I told you I don't like wrestling against you. I certainly wouldn't like wrestling against these guys because I don't like to be in a match where the people have a hard time deciding who they're going to be for. Now, look, as far as I'm concerned, these guys, Steve and Stan, they have the Southern Tag Team titles. They're the Southern Tag Team champions. So... let's face it, they're the best tag team. I got the Southern Heavyweight Championship. That symbolizes I'm supposed to be the best single wrestler. They're the best tag team. Let's leave it at that.
Oh, now you all got belts. Where does that leave me, Daddy? I ain't got nothing. So what you're telling me is you're a champion. We're champions. You ain't nothing, little boy. You ain't getting... well, come on here, Daddy, and I'll whoop the whole lot of you, Jack. How you going to get me a belt?
Billy, that's not exactly the point about it. You're misconstruing everything again. What they're just trying to simply say is there's a way to handle things and there's a way not to handle. You want to jump in
the ring and do it.
Well, there will be a time for
There's plenty of jerks around like Stomper and Prichard and Rose and Bulba and Bota. We don't have to wrestle guys like the Fabulous Ones to prove anything.
Yeah, if you're scared, just say I'm scared. I don't want to wrestle. No, that's be fine. I'll quite understand.
Billy, you didn't say that. You guys have got a match coming up today against Prichard and Rose.
Yeah, we whoop them too, but I want to whoop their two just to prove a point.
Billy, okay. No. Listen. Will you guys please let us get on with it? The Fabs have got a match coming up. We'll see you out in your match.
What is wrong anyway, Bill? What's the problem? We don't have anything to wrestle. I mean, we don't have any reason to wrestle these guys or anything. It's no reason to do that.
If you're just scared, just say
I'm not scared. Let me just say this. I don't want to wrestle them, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to be your partner anymore.
Well, hell, will you?
Boy, I'm telling you.
I'll tell you something, Lance. I don't know what Bill Dundee's problem is. Maybe it's a short man's complex, or maybe it's something else. But we're not scared of the guy, and if he's come back here to make some big, respected name for himself, he's got more than an opportunity. All he's got to do is get a new partner now, because I'm sure Jerry Lawler will have nothing.
I am certain that is a fact right now, and we're sorry about it all happening again. Okay, if we can get the Fabs in there, Dave, let's get a legitimate match going in the ring here, and Dundee going absolutely bananas today out here. Okay, the Fabs are up there. We're ready for the competition.
Got a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match coming up here. The opponents for the Fabulous One stepping into the ring at a total weight of 415 pounds. They're both out of Tupelo, Mississippi. Introducing Jimmy Deale and Wayne Blaylock, and going against them from Florida, 472 pounds, Steve Kern, Stan Lane, the Fabulous One. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun is the referee.
Teams getting ready. We're taking a look at Deale and Blaylock for the first time. I really don't think I would want to debut going against the Fabulous Ones on Championship Wrestling. But
not the best team to start against.
You got to start somewhere, and so Deale and Blaylock have drawn the Southern Tag Champions. Bell time. Stan Lane starting out.
All right. Wayne Blaylock. Off his feet, Stan Lane. Has him on the mat. The left shoulder was up. Stan dumps him down to the mat again. Over near the Fabulous One's corner, tag made, and Steve Kern will be taking over.
Boy, the way Steve snapped him over there, I mean, with such power. And look at that body slam. Tag right now going on Jimmy Deale.
Slam over near the corner of Deale and Blaylock, so they use the opportunity to make the tag. Deale has his head rammed into the turnbuckle after being run all the way across the ring. He's faring no better than his partner did. Fabs make the tag. Stan Lane back in.
I think that a little action by Dundee has got Stan and Steve a little bit hot, and they're sure taking it out on Deale and Blaylock in there.
Back on the rope. Deale with a choke. Well, that's one way to try to get an advantage, but it's not a good idea against Stan Lane and Steve Kern. What a kick. Great move by Stan. Misdirection. Steve into the rope. Stan holding it. Oh, down to the mat he goes. Going to be surprised if he gets up from this one. 2 and 3. Minute 37, and the Fabulous Ones totally in control against Jimmy Deale and Wayne Blaylock.
And just to be sure that Wayne Blaylock didn't interfere with it, Stan Lane came over and stopped him cold and got the 1, 2, 3 with Steve on the pin. Back in a moment.
Drinking Sprite, huh? You know 7-Up has no caffeine.
Sprite has no caffeine.
7-Up has no artificial colors or flavors.
Neither does Sprite. And Sprite tastes better than 7-Up. They proved it in a taste test where more people chose the great lime and taste of Sprite. Check.
I will. You know, I just made a very smart move.
The winning taste of Sprite.
It happened behind closed doors, behind this door, and this one. Remco closed a deal with Whirlpool and GE so you can rent to own these washers, these dryers, and these refrigerators for about the same price others charge for off-brands. At Remco, you can rent it for only a month or own it in just 18 months, and you don't need credit. Call now. Get delivery of Whirlpool or GE in just 24 hours. At Remco, you don't pay more, you just get more.
In countries you've never heard of. Through towns you could never find. Toyota has the corner on performance. Now it's at your Toyota dealers. MR2 twin-cam two-seater mid-engine design. Celica GTS all-new twin-cam, all-new front-wheel drive. Now, on top of reliability and dependability, your Toyota dealer has the corner on performance, too. Who could ask for anything more?
It was in '62. Corvettes were burning up the roads. Movies cost $1, and America was getting acquainted with the great taste of Taco Bell. After 24 years, we're celebrating with the Wheels, Reels, and Meals sweepstakes. We're giving away 24 years of cool Corvettes, VCRs, and movies, and great-tasting Taco Bell meals. Wheels, Reels, and Meals. Enter at Taco Bell today.
Come celebrate 24 years of Taco Bell and get 3 regular tacos for just $1.99 plus tax.
Lots of championship wrestling action coming up around the territory. Let's take a look at some of it, beginning with next Saturday in Paris, Tennessee at Henry County High School. Bill Dundee, the superstar, will be there. Phil Hickerson also on the card. The Armstrong brothers, Scott and Steve, also in Paris. That is next Saturday night, October 26th, Sunday the 27th. Jonesboro, Arkansas Championship Wrestling returns with the Fabulous Ones included on that card. That's Sunday the 27th. In Jonesboro. Friday, November 1st, Blytheville, Arkansas will be the scene of championship wrestling action at the American Legion Arena. Lawler will be there. The superstar Bill Dundee will be there. Armstrong brothers, Tojo Yamamoto, Jerry Jarrett, all of them in Blytheville on Friday the 1st. Same night, Friday the 1st, championship wrestling will be in Stuttgart, Arkansas. You see the folks who are included on that card. It'll be at the National Guard Armory in Stuttgart. On Saturday the 2nd, Ripley, Tennessee, at the high school. The Fabulous Ones are included on that card. The Sheep Herders will be there, too. That's in Ripley on Saturday, November 2nd, Ripley, Tennessee. Sunday, November 3rd in Jackson, Tennessee. Another one of those spectacular Jackson, Tennessee cards. At the Coliseum up there, they're always spectacular. This one should be no exception with a super night. And you see some of the folks who are included on that card. The box office will be open that day at 12 noon for advance ticket sales. It'll be Sunday night, November 3rd. Friday, November 8th, championship wrestling will be in Camden, Tennessee. On Friday the 8th, it will also be in Hohenwald, Tennessee, at the elementary school. Saturday, November 9th in Truman, Arkansas. On Friday, November 15th, Fulton, Mississippi. Saturday, November 16th in Water Valley, Mississippi. And on Friday, November 22nd, championship wrestling will be in Batesville, Mississippi. You buy your tickets in advance and you save $1. Lots of championship wrestling action, as we said, around the territory. We urge you to be there when it's in your area.
Okay, we're scheduled now to have the match between Prichard and Rose and the team of Lawler and Dundee. I don't think there's any secret there won't be any match. Yes, Guy?
He's refused to wrestle as a partner with Dundee, so we're moving the match up. It'll be Jarrett and Tojo against the Shadow and the Invader.
Okay, that takes care of that. Scheduled a little bit later on the program. Jerry Jarrett and Tojo Yamamoto, and going against Bill. Now, we don't need any more trouble.
Refuse me, I refuse that, coward. Lawler's scared of the fans. He's scared of me. He'd even be scared of them two. You two get out of the ring, I'll come here and whoop the both of you. Jerry Lawler!
Come on, Billy. Now, you just come out here looking for trouble.
On the other end, see this little key here?
I see
That's the key to a custom-made car sitting out there, $25,000 sports car. Jerry Lawler, if you'll just bring that shiny little bell out, climb up in that ring, brother, and you can beat me, I'll give you that. Dave Brand, you hold on to that. Give him to Lawler if he wins. You two get out of the ring, because I'm sitting the rest.
Boy, absolutely out of control this morning. Billy is sitting here saying he'll put up the keys to a $25,000 sports car out there if Jerry Lawler can come out here and
all
beat
them
him.
rednecks out there think you're a king, because that's exactly what you are. King of the rednecks, Daddy. Well, I ain't no redneck, and you ain't no king. See what it says on the back, Jack? Superstar, that's it. I done told you, Jack. On your family.
I am not at all opposed to seeing Lawler and Dundee go for the Southern Heavyweight title. But,
Who said? You
the ring is where the action should be involved with, Jerry. Now, just how about stopping right here?
How about stopping right here? You're real tough when you can sucker punch somebody, aren't you, Dundee?
Come on, Jack, I'll do it again.
What is he talking about? What are you saying there?
That custom car out there, Jack, cost 25 grand. The people out there couldn't afford the paint job. Neither could you, Lawler. You drive around in some van that some redneck down here gave to you. You want to drive a real car? Beat me. Put the belt on the line. And you got it, Daddy. You drive some Chevrolet van that some goofy Chevy company gave you so you could advertise it on the Jerry Lawler. Hello, folks. I'm Jerry Lawler. I drive a little Chevy car. No, Daddy, drive a real car. There it is. Get up in the ring.
He is out of control today.
Yeah, he's totally out of control. Let me tell you something, Dundee. First of all, that's how much you know it's a Dodge. It's not a Chevrolet. And
Same thing.
Tell you something else. I've seen your car.
Yeah, you like to drive it too,
and it ain't worth $25,000. It ain't worth 25 cents, if you ask me.
Oh, it ain't, huh?
That's a Chevrolet is exactly what it is. Now, let me tell you something.
Yeah, but it's a custom one started off, Jack.
I got all the cars and all the vans that I need, and your car don't mean 25 cents to me. You see this title right here? Just like I told you a while ago, the Fabulous Ones are the Southern Tag Team Champions. That means they're the best tag team, and this right here means I'm the best single wrestler around these parts, brother. And I know how bad you'd like to get your hands on this belt, but you're not getting it today, Dundee.
You know the only reason is because we wouldn't wrestle him. And the only reason you're the champion because you won't wrestle me if you don't want my car, Lawler.
He don't want your car. You get that idea?
I'll give you a little deal. See this beautiful black hair, Jack? You did it once before, but you can't do it again. I'll put this right here, in that ring, if you can whoop me today on television. Come on, Daddy, you can't back down now. You used the car for an excuse because you're a coward. What about it, Lawler? You can't do it, boy.
Oh, man. Here's a guy who walked around bald following one of those big outrageous comments.
Let me tell you something, fat girl. Sit down over there. I don't want you on my side. I don't want none of you rednecks on. Jared, get out of this ring before I kill you.
Let me ask you, wait a minute, Dundee. Let me get one thing straight. You're telling me, now, Eddie Marlin's not here today, is that right? No. But there's somebody here that can enforce this.
Banana nose can.
You're telling me that if we have a title match right now, and I beat you, you're going to sit in that chair in the middle of that ring right now on television and shave your head?
Right now, where 10 million people can watch, Daddy, right now.
You mean if he beats you, you're not going to get up and run out of here? We'll make that dumb sure that he's not going to run out of here if you get that kind of a match.
Tell you what I'm going to do, Lance. Hey, Dundee. I'll tell you something, Dundee. I'm going to accept your challenge, and I'm fixing to make you look just as stupid as you sound out here. You understand that?
Now, the deal is, and everybody's got to understand it, Dundee has agreed that should he lose this match, he will have his hair cut right in the middle of the ring, Jerry. Now, that's it.
We're not talking cut. We're talking
shave right in the middle of the ring. And if he wins it, he becomes the new Southern Heavyweight title. We've got the title right here. This is on the line. It'll be a one-fall, 60-minute time limit bout. The belts are at stake, right? Referee Jerry Calhoun said, hey, let's get it on. I am for it. Oh, what a treat. Whoa. I love it. I'm sorry that we have all the dissension and all that stuff, Dave, but not really.
But what a match, huh?
See these two guys against each other. Here we go.
Dundee using the fist right hand, 3 of them. Lawler off his feet. Dundee with a boot to the side of the head. I don't think you're going to see any finesse here. Maybe not too many pure wrestling moves. This one's just going to be a brawl.
Two of absolutely the gut-toughest guys I have ever seen anywhere in Dundee, proving it just knocked Lawler flat on his back. Jerry kicked out. And before it's over with, I can assure you, regardless of who wins, they will both be beat up. That is the history of the Lawler-Dundee confrontation. Look at Dundee struggling.
Some of the roughest battles in the history of the territory or history of professional wrestling, perhaps, have been against these two guys.
You are absolutely right, Dave.
Dundee around behind. He raked his fingers down across Lawler's back, grabs him across the throat. Lawler puts his head into the turnbuckle. Choke again by Dundee. Make no mistake, those are not open hands they're using either. Doubled up right fist. Pow.
Now the referee's saying keep your fist open. He can forget that one because there is no way. I have never seen these guys not just knock each other's block off. Look at Lawler go.
Ooh, boy, just dropped him in his tracks is what he did.
In case you just tuned in, let me tell you that Bill Dundee, and I don't think this is only an opinion of mine, Dundee came out just screwing for a fight today. He ended up, after a lot of comments of insulting Lawler, insulting the Fabulous Ones, he slugged Lawler, pushed the Fabulous Ones around, then came out here, tried to get Lawler into a title match right here on television, and he misses the flying press. Lawler goes under him. And he tried to get him in by putting his car up. Lawler said, I don't want that piece of junk. I wouldn't bother to even wrestle you for it. But then Dundee said, I'll put my hair in. A good move by Billy. Lawler was about to get disqualified on that pile driver, and Dundee converted it and popped Lawler over. So he said, I'll put my hair up and have it cut. And believe me, if he loses this match, he's going to live up to it right here and now, or he just won't get out of the wrestling business.
Ooh, count of two, but Lawler's boot on the rope there stopped it. Also, if Dundee wins, he gets that title, though. The belt is on the line, the Southern Heavyweight Championship. Billy going after the referee. Lawler drops him off his feet, shoulders down, count of one.
Almost a very quick move that paid off for Jerry. But Billy popped the shoulders up. Bulldogging. Oh, slammed that head right down into the mat.
Dundee with the fist, the boot, the fist.
I want to tell you, Dave, I don't care how much publicity any wrestling has. You could go to most of the arenas in the United States and never see a main event like this. We've got it right here today for you on Championship Wrestling. Dundee and Lawler for the Southern Heavyweight title. It is a hair match with Dundee's hair at stake.
Match that was not scheduled, but boy, that certainly doesn't lessen the desirability of it, let me tell you. Oh, strap comes down by Lawler.
Let me make the comment just saying that at some point, obviously, we're going to have to start putting our brakes in. We'll stay right here with it. We'll have all of it for you. Any important thing happens when we're away on a break, it'll be on tape. What's Dundee doing? He's got something out of his trunk. Mrs. Lawler.
Looked to me like a chain that he wrapped around his fist.
And raped him in the eye. He beat Lawler.
He got him.
Bill Dundee wins it. Dundee wins the Southern Heavyweight title. I still don't know. He grabbed him in the eye or something. It looked like he had
something wrapped around his fist and looked like he raked him across the eyes with it. It looked like a little chain of some sort.
Lawler has lost the Southern Heavyweight title right here. We're going to have to take time out and check. What a stunning situation. I was looking for a haircut today, and the king has dropped the Southern heavyweight belt. He said the referee's gone, Jerry, to check on it right now. We're going to take time out. I don't know. We saw him get something. Woof. Why don't we take a break here, and let's take time out, and we'll be back and check with the referee. Jerry, we're going to check on it.
There's a new name in ultra-small cars, a name that stands...
Big news. Remember the big news you was going to tell them all about? Well, I'm going to tell them.
That's a little later.
No, sir, Daddy, it's right now because it
I would rather you didn't.
No, sir. What's going to happen, folks, is Banana Nose wants to take all the credit to tell you, but I'm going to do it first. Ric Flair, the world's heavyweight champion, is coming to Memphis. That's right here, Daddy, on November the 18th, right?
That is correct.
And who's he going to wrestle, Lance Russell?
He is going to wrestle the Southern heavyweight champion.
And
Flair.
who is the Southern heavyweight champion? Yours truly, folks. If you tuned in late, Daddy, it's me, Jerry Lawler.
Dundee out here taunting about it. We were going to make that announcement in a little bit about Ric Flair being in here, being into Memphis, Tennessee on November the 18th with a world...
To wrestle me! He's coming to wrestle me, Russell!
Coming to wrestle the Southern heavyweight title, and right now
Let me tell you why.
Let me tell you something, Dundee. You little stinking, rotten, low-life shrimp. You used a chain and you know you did. You're no more the champion than that fat slob girlfriend of yours over there, Dundee. Now let me tell you something, boy. I gave you a title match. Now I want you to give me a rematch, brother, because I'll show you, if you'll let somebody check you before you go in the ring, that you couldn't beat me on your best day. Do you understand that, punk?
Okay, let me tell you something, Jerry Lawler. I don't have to defend this belt for 1 month, right? You know you've had it long enough, right? And this is the 19th, and a month from now is the 18th, so 2 days after the 18th, I won't just give you a title match, I'll give you the belt, because I'll be the world's champion!
Boy, he's a real brave one.
Give you the belt, Lawler!
He's going to deprive you out of the opportunity at least to go against Flair when he comes in to Memphis on the 18th.
Oh, it's hard to be humble when you're as great as I am.
You're going to stand here in front of everybody on television, you're going to stand here in front of all of these people and admit that you don't have the guts to give me a rematch? Is that what it is? You don't have the guts? Is that it, Dundee? You've got the plunder?
No, I ain't going to stand, Lawler. I'm going to sit, because I'm in no hurry. I got 30 days to wait, Jack, and so do you. But in a month from now, I'm going to be the world's champion, Lawler, and you can have this little belt back. Because I'm the best. Oh, it's hard to be humble when you're as great as I am. I can't wait till tomorrow, Lawler, because I can get up and look in the mirror. I get better looking every day.
Let me tell you something. I know the mistake I'm making, Lance. You see, Dundee's real happy right now. As far as he's concerned, he's sitting on the top of the world. When you're real happy, you don't want to give anybody matches. The only way you want to give somebody a match is just like I did a while ago. You got to be a little mad. Well, right now, Dundee, you're glad. But you just wait a few minutes, punk, because I'll make you mad enough to sign this match.
Just bring me your crown, boy. Just bring me your crown.
Okay, Bill. I think we
You can have your show back now, Banana Nose. Take it back.
Thank you very much. I think we get the idea. The idea is that you will not have the guts that Lawler had, knowing that Flair, and he knew that Flair was coming to Memphis to go against a Southern title holder on the 18th of November, and gave you a title shot right here today, and you've already admitted you're not going to give him one. Okay, Dave, we've got, well, we're delighted I'm sorry it comes right at this particular time with a situation, but we've been looking forward to having the Armstrongs in here.
We have indeed. Scott and Steve Armstrong in here right now. Here come their opponents. This is going to be one fall 15-minute time limit tag team match. Introducing at a total of 423 pounds. Out of Mississippi, over on the left of the screen, Jerry Garmon and Benny Trailer. And here's Jerry Lawler before we finish the introduction here.
Before you guys start this match, let me say one thing here. I got a contract for a match for this week. Now, it's got my name already signed to the bottom of it, and all we need to do is put Dundee's right there, and then I'm going to get a rematch for my Southern Heavyweight title back, right? But right now, he don't want to sign that, right?
No, he doesn't.
You know why, Lance? I just told you why. Because he's not mad right now. You got to make a man mad before he'll sign something. And I can remember, Lance, the maddest that I've ever been in my life was when I stood right here and I watched a jerk named Rick Rude go out in that parking lot and bust up my Lincoln Continental. Well, let me tell you something, Dundee. You say you got a $25,000 sports car out there, boy? Well, I just happen to have a baseball bat right here, and I want you to get that camera ready. Holly, I want you to follow me over here, and we're going to see how bad Dundee wants this match.
We're trying to get some wrestling.
Dundee, I know you're listening back there. You say that car's worth $25,000. If you don't come out and sign this contract, when I get through with it, it won't be worth 25 cents.
Jerry, please. You don't have to resort to that. It will be taken care of. Come on, Jerry. Boy, he is heading for it right now. Lawler heading back out of the studio. Lawler outside. I hope you can see it. Yeah.
He ain't gonna do that.
Uh-huh, look at him. He's right here.
He ain't gonna do that, Lawler. He will. He ain't gonna hit that.
He's telling you, Bill, he's telling you, you better sign that contract.
If you touch one bit of paint on that car, I'll sue you for everything you got, Jack. I ain't signing.
He's going to give you 10 if you don't sign the contract. I'm telling you, Bill, it happened to him. He's going to smash that car right down to the tires. There's count of 4. He's warned you. Count it. Hey, I know he's serious. Like a heart attack, man. He's at 6. He's at 7. He's going to tear it up. Hold it, Jerry. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Don't do it, Lawler. Lawler, here, look,
Right here on the right. He signed it. He signed it. He signed it right there.
Show him, get the camera.
No, Jerry. He's got it. It's here. I promise you. I ain't kidding you. He signed it. Come on, don't hit the car. It's signed right here, the return match. That's what you were looking for. He's got that ball bat in his hand. Well, you're going to have to do it in the ring. I'd get out of here because he's still got that ball bat now. Well, that's one way to get your way. Here it is, Jerry. He's got it. Signed, sealed, and delivered. That's what you were looking for. He signed it right there. It's done.
Now, let me tell you something, Dundee. I know you're listening, punk. You just saved yourself your car, but you just cost yourself a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship and my Southern Heavyweight belt, brother. Because when I get you in that ring this week, I promise you, I'm promising you, I'm promising all these people, when I get through with you, boy, not only will I have my belt back, but you won't ever want another match with me. I can guarantee you that, Dundee.
Let's take a break. We'll be back with some action in the ring. We almost had some flying glass out there.
Memphis, it's the party event of the year. Creative Entertainment and WHRK proudly present Kool and the Gang in Emergency Tour 85. Kool and the Gang. With Ready for the World. And very special guests, the Mary Jane Girls. Don't miss Kool and the Gang, brought to you by Creative Entertainment, where it's always a party.
The good deals are landing at John Ellis Chevrolet on the exciting new 1986 Chevrolets. Caprice, Celebrity, Cavalier, Chevy pickups, plus the all-new Chevy imports, Sprint, Spectrum, and Nova are here for you to see and drive. Plus, we have a low 8.8% APR finance rate available on selected 85 and 86 Chevrolets. And be sure to let our Mr. Goodrange service it so you can keep that great GM feeling with genuine GM quality service parts from John Ellis Chevrolet.
Thanks to Aaron Rent's low weekly rates on home electronics, people from all over have lots of savings to beam about. Just $10.95 a week for 19-inch color TVs. Only $12.95 weekly for stereo systems. Just $15.95 a week for video recorders, even microwave ovens. In fact, Aaron Rent's money-saving weekly rates are far less than those you may have encountered elsewhere in the galaxy. Call now, because now Aaron Rent's also rents electronics, too. Billy D. Williams talks about having a good time.
When it comes to having a good time, I've got it down to a science. First, you get yourself into the right clothes. Then you get Colt 45. And make sure you got enough for you and that someone special. And then you get yourself to a good time place. The rest is easy.
The dynamite taste of Colt 45. It works every time.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right.
Ooh. Back here, I was trying to get a new card, Davey, for
Monday.
For Monday night. Yeah. So this one is not valid. There will be some changes on the thing. So I don't know whether our video is going to go or not. But so let me get into it. Monday night. Here is the brand new card. I really haven't had a chance to compare them. Makes no difference. Let me just give you the Monday card. And if we got anything that matches on the video, let's use. If we don't, forget it. This is accurate. Monday night, regular prices, 8 p.m. Tickets available at the Coliseum and all of the Ticketmaster locations. An opportunity for you to pick your tickets up all day on Monday, and you can either get them at the Coliseum or the Ticketmaster locations. Okay, if you're there at 8 o'clock, Billy Travis opens up against the Spoiler. That's the opening bout. Travis and the Spoiler going in the opening bout at 8 o'clock. Then it'll be the Masked Superstar who will be going against Coco Ware. And what a test that is going to be for him, as he has been making his brags and all of this concerning Bill's Superstar Dundee. He's going to have to go against one Coco Ware. Then a tag match that'll have the winner to get a Southern title match. It'll be Tojo Yamamoto and Jerry Jarrett. We'll be seeing them here in just a little bit. And they will be going against Tarras Bulba and Bota, the Witch Doctor. Yamamoto and Jarrett against Bulba and Bota, with a winner to get a Southern Tag Team title match. The Mongolian Stomper will be facing Phil Hickerson, and I might put it a very mad Phil Hickerson, too, at the Mongolian Stomper, who has that international title. Tom Ernesto will be in his corner. 30-minute time limit will be involved in a match with Tom Prichard and Pat Rose. Rose and Prichard were the ones responsible for their dad, Scott and Steve's dad, being laid up and out of wrestling right now, and they are back. The last time and the only time that they have had a chance to meet, they ended up in a situation where the bout was a draw, but it'll be a 30-minute time limit this time, with the Armstrongs going against Prichard and Rose. Then that unusual rugby-style scrum match. Now, boy, that is really unusual. One representative from each team will be handcuffed, not with a rope, handcuffed to the turnbuckle, and then the other two will be out in the center. That football will have the key to the handcuff around it, and the other two guys that are free will start battling for it. The fans, if the ball comes out of the ring, throw it back to the wrestler that they want to have it. They get the key, bang. They take it over and undo it, and it'll be 2-on-1. You can imagine that. And then, this is firm. A Southern heavyweight title match Bill Dundee, the current Southern heavyweight champion, put his name on the line, and Lawler, who very well knows how important it is, with Ric Flair coming into Memphis, Tennessee on November the 18th to wrestle the Southern heavyweight champion, will be battling Dundee to try to get that title back. So that's it. Lawler and Dundee for Southern heavyweight title, the Rugby Scrum match, and it is going to be a dandy. All righty, let's go to the ring for the action.
Coming up right now, tag team action, and this one, well, we almost had this match earlier today. Now we're going to try again as we have the Invader and the Shadow at a total weight of 472 pounds, both from parts unknown, and facing them across the ring at a total weight of 434 pounds. From Japan, Tojo Yamamoto, and from Nashville, Tennessee, Jerry Jarrett. This match will be one fall, 15-minute time limit. I believe that's correct. Action underway already, even before we get things sorted out here. Tojo, Jerry Jarrett just dumps the Shadow over the rope. Tojo and the Invader going at each other. There's a cover, count of 2 and 3. And this one is over in 36 seconds. Tojo and Jarrett get the victory in the fall.
I didn't hardly get the bell rung to start it until
it's over. Well, they made the mistake of jumping Tojo and Jerry. They don't even have their warm-up jackets off, and they just went right to work. Tojo got the pin on the Invader, and that's it.
Shadow and the Invader go down to defeat at the end of the bout, as Jarrett and Yamamoto come up victorious in that match. Okay, something I want to talk to you about there.
Hi, I'm Honeymoon Garner with some great news for Lifeblood heroes. Donate Lifeblood now before November 30th and you'll receive a gift certificate for guess what? Free Kentucky Fried Chicken, 2 pieces and a biscuit. That looks good. Giving Lifeblood is something every healthy Memphian should do. Remember, Lifeblood is for everyone, so please visit the Lifeblood Center near you and donate now. Don't be chicken. Be a Kentucky Fried Chicken hero for Lifeblood. And hey, the chicken is free.
When an alcoholic denies having a drinking problem, getting loaded takes on a whole other meaning. Every time they have a drink, they're denying what alcoholism really is, a killer. Do something before it's too late. Call the Intercept program in the natural serenity of Brinkley, Arkansas. 901-276-0672. Help someone you know. Call now.
When you've got a headstrong boss, sometimes you need some headstrong relief. Goody's extra strength tablets.
When you've got a headstrong teenage daughter, sometimes you need some headstrong relief. Goody's extra strength tablets.
No matter what you've tried for a headache, try Goody's extra strength tablets with aspirin and acetaminophen, the 2 pain relievers doctors recommend most.
What a relief.
Headstrong relief.
Goody's extra strength tablets for real headstrong relief.
This is it, Furniture Center's big October home sale. Hundreds of items on sale now at our guaranteed lowest prices. Prices guaranteed to give you savings like this. Beautiful Trendline sectional sofa features built-in recliner and a 10-year limited warranty. You've seen these at $3,000 and more, but we'll save you $1,000. Not only do we give you the best prices, but we give you free delivery and setup, the best service, and 6 ways to pay. It's what we do for you that makes Furniture Center #1.
Oh, yeah, okay. Listen, I wanted to bring your attention to the fact that there is now available a wrestling cassette. And boy, let me tell you, as Video Magazine said about this, if you're a serious wrestling fan, this is the only wrestling cassette that you will have. This is a dandy. It's called The Lords of the Ring, and it's got all the great superstars involved in it and some of the highlight matches. you've got a full hour of not just matches. What I'm talking about, the matches. Absolutely amazing matches, a collection. It is a dandy, and we hope maybe you will take advantage of it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but I do want to tell you that the toll-free number that you can call to pick this thing up is 1-800-524-2507. 1-800-524-2507. The cassette is $39.95 plus $5.75 for handling and so forth. Make an excellent Christmas present for somebody that you know is a wrestling fan. We'll have more time and be able to get into it a little bit later on. Right now, we want to get them in here. We have not seen Scott and Steve, and maybe we'll get a chance now as their match got interrupted just a
few minutes ago. All right.
Here they come right now, Scott and Steve Armstrong, and we're delighted to have them in the championship wrestling as their opponents. Well, here's Dave with the introduction.
All right, and introducing from Mississippi at 423 pounds, again over on the left of your screen, Jerry Garmon and Benny Traylor. Going against them at a total of 441 from Marietta, Georgia, Scott and Steve Armstrong. Referee is Jerry Calhoun. This one's going to be to the expiration of time.
Okay, bango, and we're off and running with Scott and Steve, and going against Garmon and Traylor, and one thing you'll say is the Armstrongs are just in the same kind of superb physical shape that their dad was in, and they can go. Brother, can they move?
The Armstrong brothers, young and in great shape with that athletic ability that Lance was just talking about. Boy, I tell you, that is something that has marked Bob Armstrong's career all the way through, and it looks as though he passed that physical conditioning on to his sons. Garmon and Traylor. Not having much luck so far, as the Armstrongs have kept them pretty well tied up. Arm in a hammer position up behind the back. Over near the Armstrongs' corner. They make a tag. Hey, right over the top. Down on the arm, and they continue to work on the left arm. Reaching for the tag. Benny Traylor, Jerry Garmon, we've seen several times here on Championship Wrestling. He seemed to always draw some tough opposition. They've got it here today. The double upper arm. Down to the mat he goes. The Armstrongs with the cover after the move. Garmon and Traylor would like a tag about now, but the Armstrongs able to keep them away from the tag in the corner so far.
Steve and Scott, there's a tag on Scott right now as he heads in. Steve and Scott are two. Whoa! How about that? Look like synchronized drop kicking. New Olympic sport. Boy, I'll tell you, they were beautifully timed together and really popped it to it. There is a third brother, of course, as I think most wrestling fans know, Brad. And
Brad we've seen.
The whole family, impressive to say the very least. Scott Armstrong in the ring right now. Hooks up in a side headlock. As they have had an excellent reason to come looking for Prichard and Rose. Tom Prichard and Pat Rose. This involved a match over in Jackson, Tennessee, where Bob was wrestling Pat Rose in a single match, and Prichard comes in, and boy, they really messed him up. Got his collarbone, and Bob is out of wrestling now. And the two boys dropped what they were doing to come in the territory looking for Prichard and Rose. Scott back in there, drops down with a leg.
Ooh, jackknifes him in there. 3 minutes, 12 seconds gone in this first fall of action. Scott Armstrong and his brother Steve working on Jerry Garmon, Benny Traylor, and it has been all Armstrong. They have been quite impressive, and moves just like that. Teamwork. Count is 1, 2. He got him. Yeah, Yeah, the high five at 3.5 minutes as Scott and Steve Armstrong get the victory in the fall.
It's an expiration of time match. We've got plenty of it, and we'll be back with more of that action coming up involving Scott and Steve Armstrong in just a moment.
We play a great game, so for the good sports here, we'll buy the beer. Bull! Bull! If you're aiming for a Bull taste beer to waste, the Bull's got more taste than beer. It's bold and smooth, the stiff, small, liquor Bull. You're on the ball, this Bull's got it all. So don't say beer, say Bull. Let's rack up another Bull. No one does it like a Bull.
It's easy to offer the lowest prices if you don't have to prove it. Central prices are the lowest. Nobody but nobody can beat our rate. We're on a new Whirlpool appliance, RCA TV, VCRs at rates you won't believe. The best rental deals in town on RCA and Whirlpool. Shop around, get a price, then come and make me beat it. Over 20,000 satisfied Memphians have found the best deal at Central. I personally guarantee it.
Central, we make living easy.
During October, buying a top-quality Toyota from Performance Toyota is a piece of cake. We're celebrating our first birthday by offering you super deals on 1986 Toyota cars and trucks. Come in and experience the winning performance of the 1986 Toyotas, and you'll drive away a winner. We've got the Toyotas, we've got the financing. At Performance Toyota, count on it.
Performance Toyota.
At far too many auto repair shops, the price special of the week is quoted to the customer with little or no consideration of his problem. At Bill King's Braco, we believe in knowing what we're talking about before we quote prices. We examine your car's entire brake system, 43 separate inspections, and it's free. We show you every step of the way what we're checking and why, and what it'll cost to solve your problem. Bring your brake and alignment problems to Bill King's Braco.
Okay, we're going to be back for the second fall. I was just looking at Monday night down at the Coliseum, and Scott and Steve Armstrong are involved. Hey, welcome to Championship Wrestling. Golly, it's great to have you guys here. Our first chance to talk to you on it. You've got coming up Monday night a 30-minute time limit, not a little shorty in at 15, Scott. And so with Prichard and Rose, so I think it should make you happy.
Yes, sir. We're very happy. You know, we understand that in the main event, they have the long time limit. We have the short time limit. First few matches. Well, that's fine with us. They're a heck of a team. There's no doubt about it. Rose and Prichard are one of the top tag teams. There's no doubt about it. But we had a 15-minute time limit, as you know. Went the time limit draw. They're not a team that you can beat like that. There's no doubt about that. But now we've got a 30-minute time limit. You know, they did something to our father that I don't think they took time out to realize that's our father. That's the man that's raised us, I mean, all our lives. You know, that's all we've known is our father. And they've done something to him that you just can't imagine. It just have to be your father to understand the feeling we feel. Naturally, we want to win so we can get a shot at those Southern tag belts, but at the same time, we want to beat them for Dad. There's no doubt about that.
Well, what they did and the way they did it, too, Steve, is the kind of thing that gets you in there. They 2-on-1. They took a time when you two guys were somewhere else and jumped him.
You know, the first time they put this. What is this?
All right, Tom.
Wait just a minute. We came here to wrestle today, and it seems like Lawler and Dundee are scared of us. The Fabs are scared of us. Well, we came here to wrestle. Why don't we take you two boys in here? We'll give you a wrestle.
Big challenge right here, and you're ready to go against them right now.
Should have had a long time ago, boys.
Hey, mister, we already wrestled one match, but there's no doubt about it. We want you anytime, any place. We'll do it right now.
You got... Hey, why not? Yeah. Everything else today. We were getting ready for the second fall of action with the Armstrongs to go against Garmon and Trailer. They had won the first in a little over 3 minutes, but Prichard and Rose come in here challenging, and the Armstrongs are set and ready, and let's do that to it. They're ready to go. as Steve Scott's time. Boy, Dave, we're getting them up today. We had a Lawler Dundee Southern heavyweight title match, and now we got a super tag match rather than the second fall of the one that was originally scheduled.
It's Scott Armstrong against Pat Rose. This is a match that, boy, made just moments ago, but the first one of those we had here today resulted in a new Southern heavyweight champion. Let's see what happens here. It's Pat Rose takes Scott Armstrong over down to the mat. Scott and Steve then have already won one match because that'll be a one-fall match in the books against Jerry Garmon, Benny Traylor. Count of 2. Scott Armstrong gets the right shoulder up off the mat and stops the count at that point.
They pretty well dominated the match with Garmon and Traylor anyhow, and what was supposed to be the first fall, and they were in control all the way. And there's a hip toss. Whoa, nice kick out from Scott Armstrong. Takes Pat Rose over by that arm and drags him down on the mat.
Armstrong's given away a little bit of weight here, especially when either of them is in the ring against Pat Rose. Rose, stocky individual. Total weight of the two teams, not that different, about 9 pounds. But the Armstrong teamwork. Steve wrapping up that left arm. Pat Rose, he caught him with a fist there. Pulls him by the hair down to the mat, makes the tag. Tom Prichard, product of Houston, Texas, steps in there.
Side headlock. Prichard was going for a hip toss. He was blocked on it, and now it's Steve Armstrong who had that hammer up behind, but Prichard's out. Caught him with a forearm right there at the ropes. Reversal. Tom Prichard. Backdrop. Right out to the center of the ring. Hooks that arm with that rolling arm lock, and he took him over and down as he drug him right across the body and pounded him down on the canvas.
Steve Armstrong with a bar on the left arm. Tom Prichard trying to get back up on his feet. He is on his feet, but over in the corner of the Armstrongs, tag made, and here's Scott Armstrong back in.
Spinning right in behind Prichard, and Scott with that arm popped up in a hammer position. A nice elbow shot by Prichard. Tag from Rose to Prichard. Rose and Prichard can wrestle. There's no doubt about that. These guys can get it on. Nice reversal, and uh-oh.
Rope broke. Top rope broke.
Pat Rose went down, and boy, what a tear that is on the body as Prichard going after Scott Armstrong right away, and Pat Rose laying down on the mat as he hit that top rope, boy, and he tumbled. I don't know whether he twisted it or exactly what happened. The top rope coming off as Rose comes up off the mat and makes a tag on Prichard, who nails Scott right in the middle. Pat Rose is hurt and out through the ropes, and he turns it over to his partner. We still got plenty of time in our expiration of time, though this match was suddenly made, and it steps into the expiration of time slot that the original match had. Over the top goes Scott Armstrong, pounded down, tag to Pat Rose. Rose coming back in, puts the boot right in the back. Scott dings him with a right hand.
Looks like Rose was not hurt seriously. I wondered about his back. When that rope snapped, there was no spring there, so he just fell to the mat through the ropes. That top rope has been removed. There are only 2. There's a cover by Rose. Whoa. He got the 2 count.
You know, Dave, it's kind of like going up for a drop kick when a guy sidesteps you on a drop kick. It's that unexpected that can tear muscles and twist your back and everything else, and that's what happened here. Rose, who is still bent over in the corner, hit that rope, and he was not expecting it to give. It did, and he may have some kind of injury out of that. Tom Prichard now taking over as Scott Armstrong is caught with that reverse face lock. He's got him chin locked. Now it's not from behind anymore. It's on the side, and they're into a double top wrist lock.
Our move here.
Prichard holding out his hand to get a tag, but Rose had moved down to the other end, and now he rips the right hand to the head of Scott Armstrong, who's dumped in the corner. There's a tag again on partner Pat Rose. Steve way across the ring. He is not anywhere near close enough.
Slam by
dropping
Scott
down.
He got the 2 count. Tom Prichard right there, though. In the match that the Armstrongs had before this one, Garmon and Trailer, they were able to keep them over close to their corner. There's a tag by the Armstrongs. So far in this one, Prichard and Rose have been able to keep the Armstrongs away from their corner. That's a big advantage in a tag team match if you can do that to your opponent.
Steve with a wrist lock on Pat, whips that arm into a hammer position, and Rose, not at 100% anyhow, is being abused right now as the Armstrongs starting to come on strong in this match that came right out of nowhere when Prichard and Rose came in and said, hey, Lawler and Dundee are scared of us, which was not the case. And you guys, I think, are scared of us. We want to wrestle you right now. And boy, it didn't take the Armstrongs, but like a breath, in order to make up their mind, get it on they did. Pat Rose kicks out of it.
Tough customer, I tell you. Hard to hold down there. I thought maybe Steve had him in a position that he could get the 3 count, but he could not do it.
We're looking at about 3 minutes in time. 3 minutes in time to go on this match before the time limit is up. Out of it comes Steve. Nice move, and Rose puts him right back into the head scissors, Dave.
Yeah, a little bit discouraging there. It's kind of like, I guess, throwing a pass interception for a football team. And that is, you work your way out of that headlock, head scissors, and then, bam, you're right back in it seconds later. Rose using the right hand. Steve Armstrong needing to get to the corner, and a tag on his brother. Did not do it. He's back in a neutral corner, and Pat Rose choking away now. Trying to get him off his feet. Looks like Rose trying to go for a suplex. Hooks him down. Got him in the small package. Not a very good one, and over near the corner, so it does not get the 3 count for Steve Armstrong. Scott and Steve really working hard here. Their second match of the day. Tom Prichard spun around. Steve Armstrong picks him up. Knee drops him.
2 minutes to wrestle. We've got a time of 2 minutes. Expiration comes up with 2 minutes to go, and Prichard being pounded as the tag goes from Steve to Scott, right in the lower back.
Scott got him right in the back, boy. And again, Tom Prichard being worked on. Remember, the Armstrongs are battling for more than just a plain old wrestling match here. They're remembering what this team, Prichard and Rose, did to their dad.
I think they did with that elbow right there. Boy, he nailed Prichard really good. And Scott right back on his feet, front face locking Tom Prichard. He's over by the corner where his brother is. There's the tag, and here comes Steve back in.
He tagged him, but he tagged him with a fist.
Standing side headlock. Prichard is out of there. As they are down to 1 minute to go on this time. 60 seconds away, and look at Rose. He's choking Steve with that bandana that he had tied about his knee, and he's pulling Steve right over the rope and out toward the floor as he has that bandana just choking the stew out of him. As Scott started after him, Prichard grabbed his tights, and down on the floor, Pat Rose going after the throat With a chokehold up in the ring. Scott now nailing Prichard as we've got about 15 seconds left in time. As Steve now has gotten out of it, and he's got a hold of Pat Rose on the floor. Up in the ring, Prichard's shoulders are down.
No referee up there.
The referee down there trying to get them separated, but Prichard gets out. And that's it. Time limit is up. That's it. Boy, what a lost moment for a win from the Armstrongs as the referee was out with Steve on the floor. Scott rolled up Tom Prichard in the ring, but the referee wasn't in there, and by the time he got back, Prichard had kicked out. It is going to end up with the time expiring and nothing proved as far as what the Armstrongs would like to do to Prichard and Rose, Dave.
Boy, they went over 7 minutes before the time expired, and it looked like the Armstrongs had the victory there, but by the time the referee got the count started, it was Prichard was able to break out of it.
Okay, we're going to take time out. We'll check our watch, our clock, and be back with you in just one moment.
Presenting the school play.
Hi, folks. The Statue of Liberty needs our help.
Your Coca-Cola bottler and the Cabbage Patch Kids present a way to help repair America's favorite lady. Just send $7.50 or more, and we'll send you a Cabbage Patch pinup like this one. Part of the money will help fix up the statue, and you may even win a Cabbage Patch Kid in our sweepstakes.
So share the love and help our Statue of Liberty shine again. Get details where you buy Coke.
At Champion TV, we're proud of the fact that no other rental store can come close to our quality selection of top-name products. Champion people are proud to have the easiest rental program available that lets you have the best products in your home hassle-free. We're proud of our fleet of radio dispatch vans that get you that TV, stereo, appliance, or furniture item delivered when you want it. Champion is proud to have your business, so if you're tired of being hassled by some other company, come on into Champion and see for yourself while we're Champion proud and talking loud. Champion!
In Italy, when the soccer game is on, everything comes to a stop. Except for one thing. We call it Piazzo, Italian pie. Baked fresh every day, only at Pizza Hut.
Just sign here, ma'am.
But this is more than what your sign says.
Well, sure, you're using a credit card instead of cash.
Excuse me.
If your service station charges a higher price for credit cards than cash, take your business elsewhere. Take your business to Gulf, the people who don't charge you more for credit cards.
Come again.
Gulf, one low price, cash or credit.
Well, we had two unexpected matches. We'll get in that today, Dave, but I do, in fact, because we had a total change of the card that's coming up for Monday night. I want to run into that right now and tell them exactly what's coming up. Monday night, 8 o'clock, of course, regular prices. It'll be a dandy down at the Mid-South Coliseum. Hope you'll make your plans to get the tickets all day at the Coliseum. You can get them today, as a matter of fact, at the Ticketmaster locations and the Coliseum all day on Monday. Opening bout is going to be a good one. That'll be Billy Travis going against the veteran Spoiler. Then the masked superstar, who will be involved in a match with Coco Ware. A winner gets a title shot at the Southern Tag Titles, comes out of the bout between Tojo Yamamoto and Jerry Jarrett against Tarras Bulba and Boda the Witch Doctor. Should be a dandy of a tag match. Mongolian Stomper will be facing tough Phil Hickerson in a single with Ernesto in the Stomper's corner. Then it will be actually a rematch of what you saw here today, only with a 30-minute time limit in there, with Scott and Steve Armstrong going against Prichard and Rose. They certainly haven't finished with him by a long shot. Then that rugby scrum match, which is going to be interesting. One of the fabulous ones will be handcuffed to a turnbuckle. The other, another sheepherder will be handcuffed in there. The two that are remaining free will be battling for a football that has a hose with the key to the handcuff stuck inside of it. Whichever one is able to get the key out of there, can undo his partner, and then it'll be 2-on-1, and you know what'll happen with the Fabs and the Sheepherders right there. And the final bout, how about a Southern heavyweight title match with Lawler challenging Bill Dundee. That's right, in case you didn't hear, Dundee won it today, Dave.
Yes, indeed. Well, that's one of the things. Lawler and Dundee were partners when championship wrestling started today, but that did not last long. Something like about 10 minutes after we got underway here, there was a disagreement. It ended up in a challenge by Bill Dundee with putting his hair on the line, but he went in there and he won the belt.
From Lawler.